We've stopped by the UKI booth here at Gamescom to delve a little bit deeper into the exciting world of package deliveries. Certainly, perhaps not something that would strike you as funny, but you've done a little bit of a funny twist on it.
Yeah, absolutely. The interesting thing about deliveries is that everybody in the world understands what that means. So if you're doing a game about deliveries, you don't have to tell people why. Everybody in the world is constantly ordering things online. They're constantly receiving parcels. So they know that these parcels magically get to them somehow. So you tell them it's a game about deliveries, and every single person in the world understands it straight away.
We've been talking a little bit about the game, and I think it's fascinating the problems that you can sometimes encounter in sort of this sort of casual space and sort of management and basically what you're doing. You always have the timers going, and that's sort of part of it. But you're trying to make sure that this is a game that will be engaging even at all levels of it.
Yeah, absolutely. People today are incredibly busy. So they haven't got a lot of time to play anything. So with our game, you can play it in 30 seconds, and there's something fun and something engaging happening all the time. And even with something as seemingly normal as deliveries, you can put something interesting and something weird and something a bit funny and unusual on there. And we've really tried to do that, because we enjoy funny ideas at the team. We like putting weird stuff into games, and taking a really basic, simple idea like international logistics and adding our own weird twist is entertaining for ourselves, and we think it'll be really entertaining for the players.
Yeah, certainly. And I think what struck me about the design of the game is that at the first glance, it's like almost overly simplistic. It's like 3 things you select and then you get on a job. But there's more depth to it. There's a lot of little things you can manage as well, because you want that in a management sim. You want all the little things to tinker with.
Yeah, the most exciting thing about any kind of game is always the decisions you make, whether it's to jump over that wall or shoot that guy. The decisions that are the most interesting thing. So we've done a game that only has decisions in. So you're always making decisions about what you're going to spend your money on. Are you going to save up your cash to buy new vehicles? Are you going to use your resources to train your drivers? Are you going to hire new drivers? Are you going to repair the vehicles you've got so they can work, so they can travel quicker? So there's always lots and lots of interesting things to do and to spend that resource on your time on.
And of course, we haven't even started talking about the crazy things, because I got to ask, some of the inspirations here. The drivers turn into beatniks when they're not motivated, and you can play the bongos to motivate them. And where does all these kind of crazy ideas come from?
Well, we think it's probably reality. I have to admit, when we decided to make a game about delivery companies, we didn't do a lot of research. We sat around the table and talked about it, and we imagine that they have a terrible problem with beatniks. And obviously, everybody knows the best way to deal with beatniks is either bongo drums or hypnosis. So that's what we put into the game. And we think it's true, but we can't imagine it's very different. But those kind of ideas, they entertain ourselves. We think they're really funny. It's good fun to put that stuff into a game for casual players, because you start off with something that they understand completely, parcel delivery, and then you give the player something that's completely surprising and they had no idea was going to come. But by that stage, they're already in and enjoying the game. So that's where you can get really great creative ideas into even casual games, by giving the player something simple and understandable, and then hit them with something completely left field, like beatniks and hypnosis.
And we all know that poetry books have no place in an engine, right?
No, poetry books in your engine are a very serious problem in the world of logistics. If you do encounter a poetry book in your engine, we have to shake it free immediately.
So what's the road ahead with Lumo Deliveries? Where are you at in sort of what's the rollout?
So we're very, very close to finishing the game. We are still in development, but we are going to be launching at the start of October, we hope. So we've got our beta running at the moment, a closed beta, and we'll be doing some preview builds in the next couple of weeks. And from that, we hope to optimize the game and fix any problems that users are finding that will allow us to actually launch worldwide at the start of October.
iOS only or Android as well?
Initially, it's iOS only, and it'll work. It's brilliant on your phone, and it works just as well on an iPad. It's quite happy on both those devices. But for the first launch, it's only going to be on iOS, but we hope to roll it out onto Android soon after that if people are really enjoying it.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks very much. Nice to meet you.